In this practical, we are going to create a database, we are going to create a table, we are going to insert the values, and not only that, we are also going to select the values from that table. So let us quickly start. I think so this is something that everyone is familiar by now. HTML head, title, student details, title close, head close, and body open. Remember that if you want to write your PHP code, you can write it without all these tags also, and you can write it within these tags also. So let us start. I'm not going to explain the complete code because the majority of the part of the code is already explained in the previous practical, that is creation of the database and creation of the table. And this is just exactly the same thing in the first half of this practical. So in this practical, I'll be concentrating more on the second half. For the explanation of the first half, you can always refer to that particular video, which is creation of a database and creation of a table using PHP and MySQL. So a very quick recap: 3 variables, each one for host, username and password. Use MySQL connect, pass 3 arguments, host name, username and password. If the connection is not successful, could not connect message, otherwise connected successfully message. The next query is of creation of database. Only one database can be created of one name, so I have given the separate name as college ABC because we have already created a database called as college. Then MySQL underscore select underscore DB to select the database that we have created. Then a query to create a table student. S number is the primary key, S name is varchar 50, percentage is decimal 5,2. Now when I say 5,2, what happens is I get 5 digits overall, and out of which 2 digits are after the decimal point. So this will be the kind of syntax for your percentage. There are in all 5 digits, out of which 2 digits are after the decimal point. Now, if this query is successfully executed, I'll say table created successfully, otherwise I'll say error creating the table. Now, please note that I have not given not symbol over here. So, in if part, successful part will come, and in else part, error part will come. But if I give a not symbol over here like this, here the error part will come, and here the successful part will come. Okay? Let us go back to our original thing. Now, once your table is created, this is something new. I am writing 5 insert queries because I want to insert 5 records. The syntax of my insert is insert into table name, values, and you provide all the values. So I have just 3 columns, so I'll provide only 3 values. If you are having an integer value or a decimal value, you do not enclose it in any quotation marks, but if you have a varchar, you will enclose it in single quotation marks. So I have just 5 variables: query 1, query 2, query 3, query 4, query 5 with 5 different queries. Now I am going to write this code 5 times with minor changes. I am executing the query. Kindly note the absence of not sign. So in if part, successful part will come, and in else part, error part will come. How do I write the error? Error inserting record 1, inverted commas complete, dot MySQL underscore error, opening closing parenthesis. That's it. Now I will write the exact same code again, but now for query 2, record 2 inserted or error inserting record 2. Same way I write for query 3, same way I write for query 4, and same way I'll write for query 5. Okay, so this is just copy paste and you make minor changes here and there. The next thing I do is I select the data from the database. So what I have done, I have written select asterisk from student, that is my database name, where the percentage is greater than equal to 10 and percentage is less than equal to 50. So between 10 to 50, I'll get all the students. Now please note, whatever is name of your column over here, that is percentage, exact same way your name of column should come over here. There should not be any change. Now, how do I execute this query? Again, MySQL underscore query. You pass the query, you pass the connection object. Now, whatever data you have received multiple rows over here, and we do not know how many rows we have received. That data is in result. So what has to be done regarding it? How do we print it? We don't know how many rows are there. So how should we decide how many TR and TD tags we should have? So let us see how to do it dynamically. Very first thing you need to recall is all the HTML code you want to print should be in the echo statement, inverted commas. So I create a table with border 1 and I create my first row, that is my header row. So th, s number, th close, th s name, th close, th percentage, th close, and finally tr close. Will this row come again and again? Absolutely no. Only once. Heading wala row hai, correct? Next thing is, you have to iterate through your result object because we do not know how many rows are there in our result object, right? So we use a method called as MySQL underscore fetch underscore ASSOC and we give the argument as result. What will happen in this case is, for the first time this loop is executing, you will go through your first row. Next time you go through your second row. Next time you go through your third row, and this will continue till the time you have rows in your result object. So we are assigning this to $row because $row is the variable that we are going to use inside. Now first of all I create a new row. Then inside that new row I create the column entry. So td dot $row s number. From where does this s number come? This is exact same way I had created my columns when I am creating the table student. Exact same names you will provide there. Dicto same names. If you give different names over here, it will not work. So why $row? Because this is my $row over here. You need to remember this. Okay. Then dot, again in inverted commas, td close. Same way you write for the name and same way you write for the percentage. Finally your tr is closed and your loop is closed. So dynamically the number of rows in your table are going to be decided this way depending on your result object. Now once this is done, you come out of the loop and you close the table. The last thing that you do is you close the connection. So what is the method for closing the connection? It is MySQL underscore close and you provide the connection object to it. Now that our code is ready, let us go ahead and run this code. So I am running this code, I am getting connected successfully, table is created successfully, rows are inserted successfully, and I am getting 2 entries. So let us see if our output is valid. I am getting Sham and Sakshi. So I go to my SQL body, I go to my database and now I select my table. If you can see this, there are 5 students, Ram, Sham, Rani, Sakshi and Deepak, out of which between the range of 10 to 50, there are only 2 students. What are they? Sham and Sakshi. So my output is perfect. Okay. Now let us do one thing. Let us make a small change in the query. I want to know how many students have got between 40% to 75%. So I change my query and I execute my code again. What do you think is going to happen? You are getting lots of errors. Why are you getting errors? There are 2 reasons for all your errors. One, you can create only one table with the same name. So it is telling you student table already exists. And second, we have given roll number, that is S number, as our primary key. So insert, none of your insert will work. But your output will be present in a table format. We have given 40 to 75. So between 40 to 75, what all things we have? We have Sham and we have Rani this time. Deepak will not come because it is greater than 75. It is 75.12. But if I change my query, if I say 40 to 100, then more columns will come. Sorry, more rows will come. So let us execute and try. See now, Ram is coming, Sham is coming, Rani is also coming, and Deepak is also coming, because I extended my range from 40 to 100. So anything about 40 and below 100 will come over here. But you have to always remember, your creating table and inserting data will work only once. Every time you make change in the code or you make change in the query and execute it again, the first part will not work, because it will tell you that the records are already present. It will not allow you to enter again because we have given primary key constraint. But your output will be shown very correctly every time. That's it for this practical. Thank you.